Hi, it's a miserable afternoon in London. It's after the lovely weather we have had, but we need the rain, but not the rain that you're getting in Texas and Louisiana now. So I thought I'd go with you with the hardship and unbelievable that people would loot of others, just as unfortunate. But there we are, the human nature. Right, the board's about 20, just less than 30 degrees, I think. A piece of Fabriana, £130, cold pressed, lovely paper for the wet in wet. But I've had a lot of practice with it, and Stephen Cronin put me onto it. When I first started, I was using more expensive papers, but this is a good paper for, one, because it's cheap, two, because it does really work with the wet in wet and the way we paint with the Ron Ranson large hake. So I'll wet the paper all over. Just give it a little, not a drenching, you don't want it running off the board, but just to, it will expand as the water dries in, and remember what you put on dries a lot lighter than when it goes on. So a bit of washing, my usual, but I'm adding more colours in the mix, like a bit of yellow, bit of light red. Light red's a very useful colour. I like bits of cadmium red in the, or vermilion in the when I'm doing figures. Just adds that lovely touch of red, bright, brilliant red. Okay, so let's put a, having mentioned it, let's put a bit of light red in. See, my namesake Andrew Usher, brilliant artist, has just done some abstracts, and very interesting now too. It's on Facebook. He doesn't demonstrate on YouTube, well, not yet, he doesn't, but maybe with a bit of encouragement we could get him to share his work to a wider audience. He's one of those guys that can, like Smoothie 77, can paint exactly what he sees. No, it's very sky. Let's see what happens to it. Not a great lover of blue skies. I like blue in the sky, but I don't like plain blue. It's just not interesting enough. Right, let's just stretch the paper. Could be a morning sky, couldn't it? Or an evening sky. Who knows what I'm going to put under it. But I like that, so I'm going to just dry it off. So take your headphones off or mute your sound. Well, I've not dried it bone dry. It's just damp dry. I've just taken the shine off the paper, so I want a bit of softness there. Well, I don't know. I'm enjoying the mountains at the moment and adding a bit of Caran d'Ache pencil to it. It could be Lake District, English Lake District, could be the Welsh Hills. I will put a bit of something on. Get a bit of yellow in there. I did one of these on Patreon yesterday. Similar, well, I don't know about similar. Just add some richer colours in here as we just drop them in. A bit darker. Love burnt sienna. And we just go a bit harder as we go further down. Fields. I'm thinking of floods, I'm thinking of the Somerset levels that got badly flooded 3 or 4 years ago, 3 years ago. In Somerset, and obviously, and that was very painfully, but great tragedy for those that lived on the floodplain. Just mixing various colours as I go along here. So it's essentially a floodplain, but has got some hills surrounding it. Try not to use Payne's grey. A bit more colour in there. For darks you can mix burnt sienna and ultramarine, like that. Give a bit of texture. So no water in this one. It's just pure countryside. When that dries, I'm going to put some trees in the distance, and then look at that. Well, thick paint, because I keep the paint in the Stay Wet palette. It keeps it lovely and moist. I'll just add a bit more of that blue. Okay. All right, I'm quite liking that. I'll just drop in some colours in. This tube consistency now, as if it was straight out of the tube. Just a bit of rough ground. Look, it's gorgeous, but I'm painting on wet or damp paper here. Just with the lovely wet paper and what it's doing to the paint. So a lot of that won't show. So with a card, I'll just in near grasses. Right, I'm going to give that a bit of a dry now. Right, let's put in some distant detail on here, but not a lot. It's just a bit more blue. Get some of that back there. And I'll go over that when I dry it off. Just adding another plane to it. Whether that's the right colour or not. Like, it's just starting to lose hairs now, but it has been a good friend. Let's just get some of that. I don't want. It's not the Somerset levels or anything. It's just me remembering what all the newsreels were about these floods. We had rain and rain and rain. I'm really just following the brush. I'm not doing anything from a previous painting. I'm just making it up as I go along like this on those ridges. Just ultramarine. Right. That's where we want to get some nice rich colours in now on that horizon. Blue, yellow, sienna. It's got to be dark enough to register against the blue background now. Touch of water on the corner of the brush. I mean, I really get lost in this. The only painting I do now is for YouTube and Patreon. I don't paint anything behind your backs, so to speak. I publish everything that I paint. I'm enjoying this. I'm giving up thoughts of being a very famous artist in my own lifetime. I'm not good enough anyway. Get the nice darks. If you're painting on wet, you need to go very thick with your paint, otherwise it just disappears. Like there, it's just a bit too wet there. Look out for patterns that you don't like. You can use burnt umber as well, but my burnt umber, it's one of those colours that dries, the paint itself dries very quickly. It's notorious for it. It's like a very, very deep red. Okay, so we've got patterns there. So we'll just break those up a little bit. A bit better. One there. Right, that's a bit regular, isn't it? We need to pull in one or two, or make one or two a bit bigger. otherwise they're just too regular. So let's get that one in quite large. Larger than the other ones anyway. You hear the rain? Put everything the same, it can be a bit tedious. Alright, so let's get in some more texture in here. Cover all those nice greens. Right. Let's lift out a little bit of just some little bits of trunks and branches and stuff showing through. There again, you can do too much of this, a little goes a long way. Just adds to just that little bit of interest. Okay, that'll do. And some bushy stuff here and there, so usual suspects. Oh, let's just get some of that in. Stuff you get in rough ground, I even put a few poppies in. It looks like I've done a lot really, but I'm going to try that, and then I'm going to get some my vermilion. Dry. I think poppies always go down very well. So here we go. Find a poppy brush. I know a poppy brush will be my my sable, my little sable, my number. What is it? Number 4 rigger. So a beautiful brush, expensive. It's £13 that was. So we've got the I've got my paints, my paint box, my little Daler Rowney. Dig it in the vermilion. I think this vermilion is actually cotton. It's got to go on thick, otherwise it'll. It won't show. Just sort of random. Don't make portraits of them. In the hedgerows, well not hedgerow, but in just this fancy little rough ground. I'm not paying too much attention to what they look like, or anything else come to that. Right, let's get a bit of cobalt, put some sort of cornflowers in just. Doing a bit of alizarin. Where's it? Ah, there's the alizarin. Just loosening it a bit, and just put little bits of dark in the poppies, probably, or dark alizarin, being a dark red. That's just in the middle, because poppies do have sort of a darkish centre. I don't know, that might disappear into the wet paint underneath. But anyway, there we are. A couple of birds. Just to link the land with the sky. Okay, I'm not going to put any figures. This one. I'll sign it. And then we'll put a mount on it and we'll see what we've done. Right, just have some bits and pieces there. No white paint today. My sky is very soft and gentle. That's just how it turns out. Never know quite what it's going to be. There we are. Someone did suggest a new mount. I will get round to getting one. Where's my clips? Right, that'll do, just hold it. So there we are, I've got another little English rural scene. I'm not going to do any snow or anything like that on there. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.